Hi, my name is Debbie Lancaster, and please call me Debbie. So I am the instructor for your Biology 221 class, and I want to go over a few things in Canvas. So let's look here, and I am in Student View. I'm on the home page. I have set up the home page for recent activities. You can go into Canvas and change that if you'd like, but what I like about recent activities is that you get a list of what is due. I get a list of what I need to grade. So I like having this as my home page, but you don't have to do exactly what I do. All right, then I'm going to click on Modules. Modules. This is where you will find information that will help you with the course or your notes as well. So look. So it's got the book in there. I'll have to, hey, that's great. Okay, I'll have to check that. You know, I've had trouble with the book. I've been in touch with someone this morning, and she told me that she would set up a Zoom meeting and show me how to get this all set up. Okay, so information about the course. This is where you will find what we call the syllabus. The document that has course information, outcomes, policies, policies about due dates, etc., late work, etc., and how your grade's calculated and your syllabus. And you can simply download this. I do ask you to look it over so you're familiar with what's in it. So if you need to look at it later on because you have a question, then you have it. Or you can ask me a question, but I might say, hey, it's in your syllabus. Okay, now I'm going to go back to modules so that I can show you then that basically we have weekly units, and they're based on the quiz for that week. So quiz 0, materials, extra credit, so there's the notes, the weekly questions, and the study guide. And then I added a Amoeba Sisters video about the characteristics of life. Notice for quiz 1, I have the same thing, notes, weekly questions, and the study guide, and then 4 Khan Academy videos to help. And then I have videos for quiz 2 and videos for quiz 3. So the idea is that I am providing you the notes, which you study, and then you complete the study guide. You study that, well, you read over the notes, then you study the material from the study guide, and if you need videos to help you with the understanding beyond what's in the notes or the textbook, then I have these Khan Academy videos. They're mostly Khan Academy. Sometimes I use other sources. Okay, so I want to go to quiz 0, and I want to show you that, as you can see, there are notes, okay? Notice this. This is important. This number 1 that's in parentheses, okay? And it's basically a question. This is the first of the 10 questions that you will copy, paste into a Word document, answer the questions, and upload those to an assignment in Canvas. We'll get there in a moment. But there'll be 10 of these throughout the notes. And then at the end of the notes, so let me scroll real quickly. So there are your notes. It's an introduction to biology. It's chapter 1, the one that I sent you in the zip file. Okay, and then the study guide questions, okay? So you read over the notes, you can read over your text. I'll make sure that in Connect you have the chapter or chapters for a given week assigned there, as well as your labs. Okay, then going back to I'm going to go to assignments now. So notes and study materials are in modules, as well as this video and other information that help you with the course. The assignments, which I'm going to change to show by type, look up here. So I'm going to click on that. You have these extra credit assignments. You have Quiz 0 Part 1, Quiz 0 Part 2, a lab tutorial, and the 10 questions, okay? So copy and paste those questions into a Word document, answer them, and turn these in. And for this week, you'll get 5 points, okay? You'll have a quiz. You won't get the full points for because it's extra credit. It's 10 points possible. I want you to notice that it is available starting on Friday at 9 a.m. until 11:59. Hopefully that doesn't impact anyone's work schedule. And a part 2. Please take part 1 as if you were in a classroom where I would be watching, and you would not be able to look at your notes. You would not be able to look at your textbook. You would not be able to look online. Okay, it's closed. And you only have a 40-minute time interval to take it. So that also, I make it where you need to be familiar with the information instead of just, oh, I don't need to study, it's online, I'll look up the answers as I go. Well, good luck with that. That shouldn't, I've set it up on purpose so that wouldn't work. You also, these are one-time assignments where you do pre-course knowledge assessment and post-course knowledge assessment. Notice, due on January the 9th, but available until January the 15th. So turn it in anytime. I want to be during this time interval for your 5 points. You basically just answer the questions. They don't have to be correct. Then I have all the weekly quizzes, parts 1, parts 2. I dropped the 2 lowest of each of those. Your final, which will be twice as long, and you'll get twice as much time to take. Part 2, oh look, I left the Z off. Part 2 is open book and only worth 10 points. But still, you work on it between 9 a.m. and 11:59 on Friday, and then you can turn that in. Okay. Answers to the weekly questions. Okay, so this is where you upload. You, again, copy, paste, and answer the questions, and then upload them to this assignment. Notice that I drop the lowest 3 scores, so I don't take any of these late because it defeats the purpose. The idea is to get you to look at your notes early in the week. In fact, what I mean by early in the week is on Monday or before, okay? So the idea is I'll be ahead of you with getting assignments ready so that if doing these on Monday, if this doesn't work for you, do them before, okay? So the notes will be available. I'm working on them as quickly as I can, and my goal is in the next couple of weeks to have all your notes ready for this course. Okay, then I have weekly discussions. Now notice there's a due date and an available until date. These discussions, it's a little different. The due date is when you turn in your initial posting, and the available until is when you turn in your responses. So let's take a quick look at discussion 1. So for the initial post, look for the topic that you were assigned below. Do you see that? Then you read over the topic in your text and look up at least 1 article, then explain it in 2 paragraphs, at least 4 sentences each. Turn it in by the due date that I had set, the 12th. Then, after you turn in or upload your initial post, you'll be able to see classmates' posts. And you choose 2 of your classmates' posts to respond to. And this is a pattern that is repeated every single week. Okay? In fact, let's look. What's repeated every week? Quiz part 1, quiz part 2, due on Friday. Answers to questions due on Monday but can be turned in before then. Discussions. Part 1 due on, is it Monday? The 12th. The 12th is Tuesday. So, yes, the initial post is due on Tuesday, and the responses are due on Thursday. Notice that I also drop, I don't have that in there. I'll drop a couple of those in case you missed those. I have the discussions in already. If you can start anytime you want on those. There's no not available until time for these. Oh goodness, I'm trying to stay in 15 minutes. Okay, then your labs. And your labs are a mix of virtual labs and other online labs, plus you have a long lab, an extended lab that you will do over 2 or 3 weeks, okay? And notice there are assignments for those. So every week you have 2 labs unless we have a holiday, so that your regular labs, 2 of them aren't in here. There are 15 of them for the quarter, and I dropped the lowest 2, I believe it is. I don't know if I've got that in. Yeah, let's see how many I dropped. Oh, 3. So if you have a heavy week or a catastrophe or something, let's hope you don't have any catastrophes. But if you do, then you can you can just skip that week worth of lab. Now, this, like I said, will be a longer project, and I'm going to put you in groups for it as well. I just haven't completed all the work on this. So my goal is to get as much into the course up front load it so that you have access. You will have lab kits to pick up. I will send you directions on that. And I will also be checking on the availability of your e-text and virtual labs. And then once I have that, I'll also go in and make assignments there too. So keep in mind, this is Canvas. Connect, when I mention Connect, that is on the McGraw-Hill site. You complete the labs there, or your readings there, and then for the labs, you turn them in on Canvas, okay? So if you have questions, please be sure and ask, and I look forward to this quarter, and have a great day. Bye.